Hello again, Glitch Reaper here, aka Whenever I Isaac in this configuration. Been a while since I've said it exactly like that. But yeah, I have a... I'm like, oh, wait, we have Jira, we have... yeah, we have Jiras. Okay, so... Let me see, my other card was Donkey... Well, I don't have to have that. Because it will eventually, pop back. Beginning of a floor, the way that works. Because I do kind of want that Jira. So I have an interesting plan, and if the Jira can help me, then that would be beautiful. Okay, got Jira. Oh wait, it actually finally dropped in reverse form, so now I can show that this works with external item descriptions. The Hermit Reversed, upon use, teleports you to a black market room without the ability to go back. You see, that's something that had been kind of described on the page for reverse tarot cards that I hadn't actually, like, specifically seen happen, because it said that it was compatible with external item descriptions, but the timing of it had been a little tricky for me before, so it finally, like, won out. Didn't need to grab that, but whatever. But yeah, I know I'm definitely going to be getting a a door one way or the other. So I'm getting a deal. Nice hit, little guy. Okay. Wait for it to drop. Whee! Gotcha. I know that's a natural uh, entrance to Hush because of my time, but I don't want to take it because I have the setup that I was going to try to show off before and got, like, wrecked in terms of being able to display it because video issues. The Bible and 7 seals. Uh, yes, please. Go ahead and purify me. It's been good for the last couple of rounds. Uh, wait. Why is this not doing the thing? Oh, it's because I have the door to Hush. Ah, come on. Wait, can I use this to exit that instead? That's an interesting ponderance. Ah, there goes my Holy Mantle charge. Yeah, I did get Holy Mantle earlier, and it's partially because of this whole wacky setup I got here. Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay, I've seen that before, so the pull's repeating. But that's okay, because I did have no breakfasting. So I expected that to happen. It's just amazing I actually got to see it happen. Well, it is weird that I did not get the way forward. Though I suppose I'll have to do the Hush route. Well, I mean that is slightly disappointing. I was really hoping that I'd take that Angel Deal route and go, yeah, because I unlocked It Lives, and go to the the chapel there. rather technically the cathedral. Yeah, tremendous level of unlocks has been achieved. Oh, okay. I never did take a second hit in that room. Nice. I'm not expecting that against Hush, though. With this setup, this could be really wacky. I'm not sure if I can force a... now, these are not, repeat, not, like, extra special ones, because this is not like the chest. I think, since this will be my first time defeating Hush on this file, that it will probably make me... I don't need to worry about angel room chances because of my setup I've got here. I actually have Goat Head and Duality. I unlocked Duality on my last Lilith run in Greedier. So that came up nicely. I just have so many keys. This is like, I really, really, really wish that it would have let me go for it. Because if it had let me go for it, it would have been, like, awesome. Scratch card? Oh, dear goodness. Carefully grab the... Okay, now I officially have more money than I could possibly use in the store. Hive Mind? Thank you? I mean, I have been getting some flies here and there, but it's not like it's not like I have Guppy right now or anything. It's just that, that pill that gives you... Oh, wait. I have a lot of money, but... No, that's the jar. It's not the jar of flies. If that was the jar of flies, I might have went for it. And yeah, as you can tell, I'm a little jammed on donation right now. Had good moneyage and other things this whole time. Big fan or Sagittarius. I don't really need penetrating, and my speed's maxed, so take big fan. Well, Beelzebub is nice. It's one of the other original transformations before they added so many. It was like the second one right after Guppy. So it's an old one. I'm looking for the possibility of breaking out of here and into a black market, because I'd like to see if I have some way of continuing on my merry way to my original plan. And I realize I managed to miss a couple. But I have a ton of bombs right now, so I'm not concerned about how much ammo I've got. Interesting thought about here in the Blue Womb, aka triple question mark this stage. If you're here, there's a heightened chance of getting a crawl space. And therefore, a heightened chance of getting a black market, assuming you can break all the rocks somehow. This is because of how the game kind of choreographs doing that whole thing in the first place. And because there's like so few places that theoretically could be, it has a way of kind of homing in on those locations. So you've got a good route there. Flush or Spoonbender? Well, I don't have as much need for Flush right now. I'm definitely going to pick up that boatload of money and refill my ammunition for my magic fingers. I've had so much money this round that it's actually the practical option. It doesn't come up too terribly often, but sometimes it does. When it does, it's just kind of funny. So it's like, okay, whatever. This is going to be, I'm spending money to attack run. I have no idea how this is going to work on Hush. I'm kind of forced to fight him because of the way things turned out, because I went to the angel room, but it did not have a pillar of light going to the cathedral. See, that's what I was saying, but I laid down the other bomb a little too early. But that's okay. Again, I have an absolute boatload of bombs. So I should be just fine. 90 is okay. Okay, let's see if you're a black market, because if you're a black market, I might have a chance to do this and skip my first Hush run and you do it another time. You are not a black market. But I just unlocked leprosy earlier on, by the way. I unlocked a lot of stuff this run, but again, I can only show the ends of these runs until the rate of it overall has increased due to improvements to the modding API. So, but at the same time, I think people kind of enjoy these to the point, this is how it turned out type things, where I still have some stuff to do, and a final floor or two. I've just been kind of doing it whenever I expect that I'm just about to need to go on. Thing is, do I want to take the Jera with me into the... I don't think I want to take the Jera with me into the fight, because this has its own special, unique things about it, and it could be very useful. What was the other one? Hermit. Okay, so I could try using the Hermit card to force my way out, even after beating him. That would be an excellent move. So if I do that, then I might be able to get my unlock for Hush with Azazel here, and pull off a neat trick. But I'm not sure how black markets work with Blue Womb here. And yeah, I have Trinity Shield. Usually I try dodging attacks even when I know I'm invincible to them, but this is kind of a special exception, because I know that it can make the fight go a lot easier if I just Trinity. Don't have enough range to really use the homing right now, but I can still just use my ability to just crank down on them. Now, this form of Hush, I guess you could call it the Prelude form, does in fact have some armor to it, but not much. Not as much as the final form, which is second stage Hush. And special fact, that exact form of Hush that I'm about to fight has the highest armor rating possibilities in the game. So you'll never fight anything tougher. And here we go. Okay, opening volley, I will so resort to chucking all my money at him. Kind of. It's more like activate. Because these are quick blows, it doesn't really activate the armor as much. Because the thing is, armor works in some ways that even some people that are heavily into Isaac don't fully understand, but I've kind of looked up on the wiki how it's supposed to work. And it's kind of interesting. It actually is based on an individual attack and its DPS, or damage per second. If a sustained attack, like a beam, has less of an effect on them than a bunch of quick attacks, like a barrage. So this is why being in this fight with Guppy is really good is because then you can get heavily past his armor with a barrage of flies. I have a lot of orbitals right now because I've got 2, although I don't think any of them really is built on well, the big fan might do some contact damage to enemies. But yeah, if you basically stop attacking them with a given, uh, like in beam type attack, eventually the damage reduction will reset. So you kind of gotta alternate your attacks and especially go on quick barrage strikes rather than sustain big blasts. Okay, I am out of moolah, but I still have the bula. Oh, you go for him, little mini pestilence. I do enjoy myself some serious use of Seven Seals. I like having my little harbingers help me out. They give me so many flies, specialty flies, aka locusts. This guy's like long time thing is just there's very few things that can hurt him while he's down like this. Just kind of gotta wait for him. Although during this time, I believe his armor will reset a bit. So it's like he's giving you a break too, from all the extra toughness. Okay, time to check the jawbone, because it does give you serious increased damage attack. And it's a quick single hit. So it probably works decently well against his armor. Maybe. It's an oddly detailed thing as to how the whole thing works. Probably should have checked it against these flies. So if I had been able to make kills with it, that donkey jawbone that is added by Epic Community Mod, it has some interesting... No, it's not Epic Community Mod. It's Community Remixed. They do kind of similar things between them and are heavily based on the original Community Remix mod, which is kind of why they can be a little confusing. But, yeah. My Beelzebub and these flies apparently do not count as becoming mine. Like, it's like, would you like to have some extra flies? And it's like, no, I'm not allowing you to have extra flies. Because these flies are my flies. So he's very greedy with his flies. He just likes the flyance of it all. And now I'm going against my own rule right now, but I don't have any rapid fire attacks to use. However, if I can get that donkey jawbone back, it would be nice. But how that particular item works is interesting. Oh dear, I need to sneeze. I'm back. I think that was a false alarm, but I really felt like I needed to sneeze. But yeah, I think... Oh yeah, I remember what was going to happen before that. I was going to explain how that item worked. But it works where it basically... It's a collectible item, but it adds it into your consumable item slot. And whenever you pick it up. And from then on, at the beginning of a level, it will... if you don't have it for some reason, like if you just decided to replace that usable version of it with another usable consumable item, then it will just pop another one down from the sky for you. So you'll always be able to have it at least at the beginning of a stage, but it won't automatically grant it to you in other circumstances, but there are certain times where it tries to, whenever the consumable item respawns, then it'll try to get it to an area where you can reach it. Like right now, it's in a very odd spot that I don't think I can, because I think his hitbox would indicate that I'd probably take a hit. Right now I have Holy Mantle, but still, I'd rather like to see if I can out-endure this guy with everything I got. Hey there, War. Your explosives have come in handy so many times for unveiling hidden things for me. He didn't go down. Aha! It blasted one of his attack flies. Well, technically it was a blue pooter, I guess you could say. But yeah. It very handily blew one of those up for me. And he is about halfway down. Ish. But the thing is, although this has been a good run otherwise, it's been missing one serious thing that Azazel always lacks, or at least lacks initially, but he's not forbidden to have. That's why he's not a challenger. That's why he's not a challenge character. You see, in my eyes, challenge character is one that lacks some sort of ability that basic Isaac, before any upgrades, would be able to have. So, as long as they're forbidden to have that, then I consider them a challenge character. But Azazel isn't forbidden from having good range. He just doesn't start with it. He's not forbidden from having like any particular kind of health that's normally usable. He just doesn't start with it. So he's not exactly a challenge character, but he's not like really as overpowered as most people claim anyhow. Partially because of that thing that he initially seriously lacks. And that is range. Like, you have to be very good at hit and run to be able to get this guy to do things. Pardon me, I'm going this way. Hey there, Conquest. Gonna give me a little assistance. Conquest has an extra special ability as a little harbinger. And that's, he has no limit to how fast he can deploy his flies. He just can only have a couple around at one time. So if he's practically on top of a boss, you can just deploy them rapid fire and just wreck them. Also, certain things armor just doesn't apply to, ever. Like Pestilence, with his creep. Anything that would count as environmental damage, even if otherwise aligned, like friendly creep versus unfriendly creep, friendly fire versus unfriendly fire, those things are still environmental damage even if they're aligned with you. So they tend to bypass armor. It's a weird thing. War, go for it. I'm gonna have to get around here. I still can't get back to my jawbone. Thing is, this guy uses an absolute ton of summons, or aka adds or minions. And what that boils down to is, it makes it very easy to get a lot of kills in the middle of the fight. And the more kills you get with Donkey Jawbone, the stronger it gets, because it gives you an attack up that lasts for a while afterwards. So I need to get this guy moving and get off that Jawbone. The thing about Hush is he tends to be very much immobile through most of the fight. Even if he's capable of movement, he just doesn't want to. He just doesn't feel it. It's like, yeah, want me to move from this spot? No, I'm not going to bother moving from this spot. Like, period. Of course, this does give me a rare opportunity in another way. So I've got to ponder, do I want to Void now? Like, this is a pretty powerful setup I got going here. It's not where it's got any particular major synergy or anything, it's just particularly good overall. And there, he gets vaporized. Since he's out, I can grab this finally. Wait, is this going to force me into the ending? No, it's not. Oh, but the Eden's Blessing is right next to the special ending chest. Do you mind not doing that? Because the enemies are all gone, right? Thing is, sometimes you'll just keep holding it if you're in a level with if you're in a room that still has enemies. Aha, drifted carefully. Tactical drift. Eden's Blessing. I do have that mod that grants Eden's Blessing for defeating Hush. I did also have the one that makes it always Hush, but I actually beat him one time. Okay. Okay, that is meaning that the Void is now unlocked in there. But I'm extremely curious about something. Like, so curious that I absolutely have to do it. Like, if I use a black market on this floor, what will happen? Because can I use this to advance and do what I was going to do? Wait, I wouldn't be able to, because this wouldn't count as Cathedral. So unless I got really lucky, that wouldn't work out anyhow. Ah. Well, there's still the other aspect of it, so I guess I'll go ahead and go into the Void. I could show the Hush ending and the other thing later, I guess. Because I don't get many opportunities to pull this off. Oh yeah, that. Unlocked it while going into it. Classic. I mentioned Cathedral and it popped up. Also, I do have that counterfeit dollar thing, which means that among other things, whenever I start a floor, if I do so with no money, I get like lots of pickups and stuff for it. Ah. That's funny. I think I haven't even technically got this environment unlocked yet. And here it is in the Void. Well, a lot of things don't necessarily count the way you'd think they would. Can I possibly get a little something special here? Like, I know that I'm pretty sure that one mod Angels drop items, and whenever they drop it after you're done getting the key pieces, I'm pretty sure that disregards unlocks to a degree. Although I could recheck something. I think I've got 2 of those. So I'll get it if I need to. Did he get flied? He got flied. Oh, I don't have to worry about it. Okay. Now, can you pull through... Uh, oh, you can pull through obstacles. I was curious about that. Vacuum chests only appear whenever you have enough pickups in the room, and they give you things back after you open them again in proportion to how many things they consumed. Although this process can be a little sluggish sometimes even without mod lag, just saying. Yeah, it will not consume used chests, so sorry if you want to get a little something extra from that, not gonna happen. Okay, what you got for me? Does that work with this item? Number 2, let's see. No, it doesn't use with this item because it counts as an uncharge. I'll go ahead and take this. This is good for, like, blowing stuff up. I don't even know if Child Leash works on roamers. By roamers, I mean ones that always roam around like this guy, but I still want my Ace of Spades anyhow. Because I am kind of doing a card run, and it's partially how I got the Hermit in the first place. Now, if you do that on the Void, it... Oh, this could get, like, stupendously trippy. Yeah, I remembered this was gonna happen. It gets custom music and everything. But there's an achievement related to doing this. So if you see this particular version of a super secret room, it becomes the ultra secret room. And then this happens. This is only part of community remod, lips. This is only part of Epic community mod. So this is a modded thing. It gives much more purpose to the super secret room. It is very trippy. Okay, there's those... the enemy I'm really after. They kind of like nulls, they kind of disappear and reappear. You gotta take a lot of them out to clear this room. Becomes kind of like a challenge room fight or arena fight. That's it, chase him down for me. Okay. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that part. That you can teleport from one side to the other whether you want to or not. Kind of makes a odd barrier. How did I intuit that? I did. I somehow just thought that would work, and it did. But yeah, it makes the borders of this very crazy until you clear it. Oh. Super duper search rooms place under. I th if old clock. Every tier player fires a slowing tier in a clock-like style. I don't think that works with my mini brim beam. A lot of things that don't technically function that way, because if it has to do with tiers specifically, not so much. So you stop when you hit my familiar. Increases tier size and height. Again, I don't think that'll work. And I'd rather keep my card, thank you. I'm trying to figure out if I could find any of the clusters with this, but I don't have special mapping right now. So that's a little out of the question. I just have the ability to see what's on the other side of a door. So I have the Splunker's hat. I don't have good map power. And yeah, Splunker hat does reveal if you got a super secret room coming to you, so that's a thing. I do have at least one boss room, I know where it is. Okay, if I can get placenta or blood clot out of these, it would be nice. Oh, I just remembered something. Since I've been having some audio issues recently, you might not be hearing the music and therefore might not have heard that custom music to that room. Slight bummer, because it's kind of an interesting hi war. It's kind of an interesting thing how that works. I do remember all these boss rooms count officially as boss rooms. One with delirium, just specifically more so. Oh, this is going to be incredibly ironic. Ah ha 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 ha. Defeated by thy own fly. Random book effect. Nah, I think I'd like to use my money as it is. I mean, it's kind of odd to do, but it does hit the whole room, so you don't really have to aim. You don't have to worry about random effects. Just does. Might do the random book effects at another time, though. The guy's wiggling. The guy's oddly mobile. Or jumpy. Can you just, like, take enough poison damage to just go? Or do I have to, like... Okay. Okay. Now when it's time to just head on. No special bonus item. Oh, the lamb! Will this count as him defeating the lamb? Because I thought I already defeated the lamb with it. Maybe. I thought I did because of, well, you know, sacrifice room shenanigans. Which I could have done this time, but did not. I wanted to go for something special that did not have its circumstances fully line up. Oh yeah, that's right. do have Trinity Shield. And it does work on them. You just stand on top of the body and take it out for me while I focus on the head. So let's use teamwork here. I missed. I have to remember my own rule. It's been a while. Always focus on the shadow if you can. When did you suddenly get, like, a flame trail? Like, when did that happen? I don't remember getting the item that does that. There is an item that does that, but I don't remember getting it. They got a random effect thing that I don't remember getting? Or is that just an improvement that I haven't witnessed because I haven't gotten 7 seals in a while? Oh, that's another bad thing about his 8. Well, can I home at this range? No, I cannot. He needs a lot of range to be able to use any kind of homing, and otherwise fires only in straight lines. Specifically the cardinal directions. So you can't, like, shoot slingshots over. Okay, we got an extra holy heart. My speed's maxed out. This is gonna be hilarious. Oh no, chance to get additional pickups on taking them. Maybe, but again, I'm big with the cards this time. But here I am in the void with Azazel. Just trying to figure out where I'm going with this whole thing. Also, if I could grab an Emperor card or two, that would be nice. Because they will seek out directly those boss rooms, although there is a chance for the game to not like it even if it's not modded. It's just something about the fact that it's suddenly seeking between so many gets the game's goat beyond all reasoning. Okay, triple fire outage. Nice. I don't need second hand either. Again, so far my best thing is definitely just more cartage. Kerbloom. One thing I definitely haven't got yet, out of the, ooh. Did it hit that thing? There we go. The holiest of hearts. The angel heart has appeared. Judgment. Well, I don't really have that many of them, so nah. Not this time. I would donate, but I'd like to use this as ammunition, thank you. Wait, didn't I take that? I thought I took that. I thought I was just avoiding it, in terms of actually doing it. Oh! Oh, this many keys, and another one of these. I'm feeling good. Eh. Thanks for kicking it over to me, but I don't really need to worry too much about that because I have light. But it's still nice that it happened. Justice. See, this I can definitely get behind. though it did toss me a mega troll bomb. Uh, that does happen on occasion. And there's always a few items that are a little risky, even if they're not majorly risky. Infamy. And that concludes this particular Eternal chest giving me stuff. Because once they give you a collectible, they will stop. Or if they become oddly blank and just don't give anything. Okay, it's those guys that are setting... Is that like an extra champion thing that they do, that whenever there's an explosion they set trails on fire? Okay. So they're just exploding creep whenever it's specific. Well, since I don't need the other thing anymore, I guess I can replace the hermit. At least for now. I mean, I can always go back for it. Bombs away. No luck with that one. Perfect shot. Oh, that's a mimic, but Holy Mantle, thank you. My attack power is now officially getting a little ridiculous. Kind of. But you gotta love it. Or you go chasing like normal, and I will just blast these guys. Thanks for the flies. Okay, this is a big room. So either it's a double or I'm there. Of course, his actually shows up as a single room often. And that's just the weird thing. And I got a Mr. Fred. Crowd control, preemptively, is always nice. Yeah. Okay. Now, will you kindly pop up, Mr. Fred? Thank you. Item, please. Thank you. What's red dagger want to take? Oh. I've been going heavy angel this time. I don't think I want to break my theme. I mean, angel rooms gave me holy mantle. Of course, it was because of the mod that gets them to drop extra itemage. But hey, still, an angel room gave me holy mantle. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna reverse this and use it for that chance of one thing happening. Nah, I thought maybe it would have given me the thing is, if you reverse if you reverse Chariot, it has a chance of giving you Nod Leaf, which is particularly cool in my book, because I like Nod Leaf. It's very awesome, its ability to make you invulnerable, especially whenever you happen to have orbitals, which I do have at this time, and one of which might actually deal contact damage. The others not so much, but at least they block shots. So, they're good orbitals. And of course, Nod Leaf just goes great with 7 seals, because they will just keep producing flies regardless of whether you're stone or not. So you're a statue, they keep doing their thing. And the locusts do their work. Low Jira, of which would be... You know, I can think of something I could have done with that Jira now. It's a little late for it, but I could theoretically have used that Jira to double that Chariot card so that I'd have twice the chance of getting said Nod Leaf. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I'll go with this for a little while. For various reasons, I like this trinket anyhow, but at least it'll give me some reserves. So I'll try to remember that that's where that is. This is just a gravity room? Okay. Oh, that was the one guy there. That's another good thing about using number 2 is it's specifically about bombs, so they always do room damage. Oh, I get a gold card now. That's fine. I'll just straight up use it. Okay, nothing this way. I won't need to revisit that area again anyhow. And as long as I keep holding the fire button, that won't even happen. Not that I don't want it to, because it is useful. Though if you have that, there's a certain level of precision you can still use with your bombs, just using your bombs. You just have such an interesting mix of hearts. It does make me wonder how when Repentance comes along, how some hearts are going to be handled. Specifically with Bethany, because like part of her thing is using buffer hearts as charges for items. And I know that's already worked in. They've shown pictures of her with her charge counters. So I know that's going to happen. I just don't know how they're going to handle all the hearts that were added in Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus. Like, will she get bone hearts normally, or will they be used? Gold hearts attach to red health, so, or to any health actually, so I'd figure they'd just be as normal one way or the other. But bone hearts are kind of a weird combo. They're not exactly just buffer health, and they're not exactly not, because they are refillable, unlike the other kinds of buffer hearts. But they're also losable, like they are. Just depends on if you keep them refilled or not. So that's kind of a special story. And again, how are they going to handle that? This was just a fly room, so I just got free flies. Thanks, Beelzebub. Wait, is that dim bulb? I don't want to grab the tick, because I like my card. Huh. Oh, there we go. See, that's enough to get me to think, let the cards remain random. Because, I now officially have... Oh, yeah, that's right. That if I wanted to come in here with that, it would be a good idea. Never mind. I'm going to just keep going on and see if I could find where Delirium is. Boink. And this is what flight can do for you. So much loot. And my curse is definitely going up. Yeah. There's not too many paths I think I can take left here. Another free flies room? That's just beautiful. And I'm also getting tons of extra firepower. I've got firepower and flyer power. This is awesome. Again, not a particular combo, just things lining up nicely. Okay, maybe if I curve this way, I'll find a boss room. Excuse me, I just need to blow you away before my flies do, so I can just keep them for later. Thank you. A weird delay on picking up. What is with the troll bombs today? I know I was tempted earlier with safety scissors, but is it like a sign of retribution for not taking them? I don't think so, but it is just kind of an interesting note on my side. Now, because I'm not seeing super secret room, there's a good chance this still isn't quite it, but there might be more the other direction, so we'll see. But usually, even after all these updates to the game, it's still where there's the highest chance of the super secret room being in close proximity to a boss. Although I think I did find super secret room already, actually, and it was way up there. Usually it's to the end boss, but this whole structure of the void confuses the heck out of it. So I didn't know what to do. It's like they're all boss rooms. So what's one is the best one for me is to be a secret room with. It's like I cannot decide. Because clearly Delirium wasn't that way. Or at least not the highest part. Well, I'm having a fly day. How's your fly day been doing? I wouldn't know because this is usually, because for me, I'm recording on a Sunday. So it's not fly day. But it could be, you never know. You never know when you're going to be watching this afterwards. Maybe your schedule is to just watch it on Friday regardless. Whenever it actually technically gets put up there. Of course, just because I'm recording on a Sunday doesn't mean it's going to count in your area, because I have a time zone thing. I tend to upload late because of various reasons. So it's more like my initiation thought is the day, and the actual upload is usually the day after. If you're thinking of my time zone, international time zones, and all sorts of stuff, it gets weird. But yeah, this as many keys as I've been getting from those sacks, this would have been an absolutely beautiful run to uh, go to the chest on, like I was originally hoping to. But the game decided, no, 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 no. I'll give you the Void instead, so you have a surprise chance to take down Delirium with Azazel. But am I going to give you your original, this is a cool thing to do in Isaac demonstration? No, I'm not. So the game just decided, no, we're just not going to go this route. Okay, I'm going to let the flies take care of these guys. So I just have so many ranged things to handle. This is why I love having flies. Just home in on them. Take care of them. Thank you. Now, will you be Delirium, or do I have to go up? I don't need a lemon party pill right now. I mean, they're okay, but... Oh, thank you. Because I was looking all over for this guy. Okay, initial search. I was trying to hit him before he transformed. Special note, he only has armor whenever he's mimicking a boss. He doesn't not have armor, but he only has it whenever he's mimicking a boss. So, very specific note. Also, apparently I do have to worry about his shots whenever whenever I got Trinity Shield. Because the explosion apparently does not count. Is it just being a projectile? I wondered if that was going to hit correctly. This is a problem. As long as that's actually... okay. Follow, follow, follow. Whoa! Teleported almost on top of me. But even whenever... okay, now he did teleport on top of me. Apparently. Because that's his famous lag attack. Interesting fact about Delirium, even when he does have armor in the form of a boss, it's actually quite limited to, compared to Ultra Greeds and Ultra Greediers, and for that matter, especially compared to Hush's. Again, Hush has the biggest armor in the game in terms of possibility. Or the greatest value that it can possibly climb to. Okay, yikes. That was close, but I got it somehow. Yeah, I missed there. Okay. He changed in mid-charge before I could technically react to it. Okay. I'm just gonna dodge while hitting you for a while. Gonna behold the power of money unleashed. But I'll... that was close. Gotta make sure to do it only whenever he's up somewhere. If he's diving... Whoa, how did that hitbox not hit me? Because I could have sworn I was literally in his face. Literally. Did you see that? I was legitimately in his face. Can't approach, so might as well just... Ooh, that's a shaker. I do have gold bombs. Let's see if I can get a little more ammo. This is an interesting way to win. But if he's gonna keep me from getting too close to him, I'm gonna do what I need to. Okay, he's changed his strategy. Whoa, lag strike. Because I did not get hit by my own bomb. That was him doing something. Well, use the invulnerability while it lasts. Hierophant, please. Tank him. Just keep shooting. Okay, we have the stomp attack incoming. And then changed in mid-stomp into Gertie. Okay, Delirium. We know you're delirious all the time, but this is kind of funny. Even for you. Okay, Forsaken. Let me get a good target lock on this guy. Okay, we have... come on, just go. Okay, that was intense. Well, I was thinking of doing the whole gathering money to beat him thing, and it was not necessary. Man, this went on a lot longer than I thought. Trim out a few seconds for something, but not much. Because this was pretty much a good run of just... It just kept on going and going after the... What should have been, end point, but... Hey, whenever you can take out Delirium, go for it. I did not get to actually really use the Donkey Dot... oh, silly lips. I did not get to use the Donkey Jawbone on him that much, but... Hey, whatever. I mean, you're gonna get to see the awesome final ending. And because of the way it's gonna happen with Repentance, technically its ending is gonna be somewhere like an in-between quel or prequel or something. Like it's supposed to happen before this. And that was the rarely seen final ending. Well, I'm going to be logging off for now, so thank you very much. Goodbye for now. Hope to hear from you all later.